Hey, what's going on everybody? Craig here from Video Juice, and we are back with episode 2 of Supernatural season 14. Last time on Supernatural we had the opening episode of season 14, the premiere. We got an update basically with everybody. Dean/Michael is off questioning people. He seems to be, I don't know what he's doing at the moment, but at the end of it he seems to have, I wouldn't say teamed up, but he has recruited a vampire. A vampire for whatever reason, I don't know yet, but he seems to be recruiting monsters. I don't know why. But he was questioning angels and everything as well, so he's just looking for specific people, I think. We had a Crowley wannabe bitch demon capture Cass and try and bribe Sam into getting a Crowley deal, but he ended up getting shanked by Sam, and he went down like the Crowley wannabe bitch he is. He ain't no Crowley. Kipling was his name. They're working out of the bunker now. They have their own little fucking army. They have different types of bullets. They have their own little arsenal. Everything is going good. Ketch is, we still didn't really get an update with Charlie and Rowena. I think they're probably still off road tripping doing something. I don't think we did anyway. I don't remember hearing anything. Everything was 3 weeks later from the finale. We got an update in Ketch. He's in London looking for, what do they call it? The hyperbolic pulse generator, that egg thing that pushed Lucifer out of the president. Was it season 13 or 12? I can't remember, one of them. Yeah, to try and get Dean back. And then obviously we have Jack still underpowered. That was pretty much it. Oh, Sister Joe came back, NIL. So that's pretty much it. As I don't really have any predictions for this episode. I'm still, like, all we know at the moment is they're trying to figure out a way to get Dean back. That's kind of the storyline so far that's been set up. So I'm looking forward to learning more about what this season is going to be. Yeah, let's check it out. What the fuck was that?
Too much of that. All right. Who's next?
Oh, I love that new intro. Jesus, what the fuck is he doing?
Alright.
He's gonna train. Get buffed up. Man, he has to be going through some shit. Must be having nightmares and stuff, yeah. Fuck, man. It's cool that they're going back to the roots of it.
I've been fighting a friggin' apocalypse for 15 years. My FBI might be a little rusty.
Alright.
Why milk him if he's just gonna smite him?
And why is an archangel hunting vampires in the first place?
So is he trying to...
Sorry, excuse me.
He's experimenting on him?
Anyone come to claim...
You don't understand what I'm going through.
Yes, I do, a little.
A lot.
At the time of the Great Fall, when the angels were banished from heaven, I lost what I thought was everything. I had no grace, I had no wings.
Cass literally went through this exact thing.
And useless.
More, even.
Just the basic me, as Dean would say, without all the bells and whistles. Important as the future and where you're going.
Hell yeah. I like Castiel pep talks. That was great. Oh. Oh.
Get out!
I don't think so. Gazee. I own you.
Oh, man.
Hang on. And enjoy the ride.
Fuck.
But I was out of my head with grief. I said yes to Lucifer. I was a coward, and now, don't.
Oh, man.
Why did you do that?
Do what?
What went through your head just now?
Oh, it's just like some residual Lucifer
No, nothing? What are you...
in him.
Yeah.
It was like he was experimenting.
Experimenting? What for?
That's all I know.
Okay. Nice chat.
Trying to create a new being, is he?
I don't know what he wanted.
Oh,
Did you
what
honestly think I didn't know what you are?
the fuck?
You think you picked me? I picked you. Now, summon your master.
Summon your master.
Yeah, you know it's difficult? There's no evidence. There's no fingerprints, there's no DNA. I mean, how does that even happen? I mean, there was a witness who came forward and said they saw someone coming out of the house, and then they said they didn't see anything at all, and the case died. Like everything else.
Could it have been someone setting him up to say yes for Lucifer?
Nick.
Someone working for Lucifer?
And you've been given
Because he did have everything
a second
planned.
chance. You're not dead. This
Jimmy Novak.
was Jimmy Novak.
Occupied. Sounds like a cleaned up way of saying steal.
Oh,
You're no different than Lucifer.
Nick. I need to look in on Jack.
Take that back and talk about our cast like that.
You know,
He's trying to help.
what happened to Jimmy Novak? His family. It's my greatest regret.
Oh man.
And apricot. And 0 undertones of silver. I appreciate you accepting my invitation.
0 undertones of
The
silver.
untactful Melanie thought a refusal unwise.
There's a purity in that. Isn't it time you had your due?
Our due?
There are ways to enhance your, let's call them talents.
Oh,
These ways are.
Fully tested. There were some misfires early. I will admit to that. But I have cracked the code.
And now what?
no.
Suppose we wage
He's,
a war on the humans.
he's just looking for more
Only
test
as
subjects, I
many
think.
lives we need for.
Mrs. Klein?
Yes.
Oh,
A friend of your daughter, Kelly.
fuck.
My name is Jack.
So is mine.
Oh, he can't tell him.
Please come in.
They won't fucking believe.
We haven't heard from her in a long time.
Oh, they don't know she's
traveling, but she
dead.
can't tell us where.
She had the baby. A boy.
We have a grandson.
Careful, Jack.
You do.
You don't want to get thrown out.
And in the time I spent with her, she was an amazing mother. I miss her too.
Oh man. I wish you could just tell him. There's no way they would believe him though.
Can't have a trap without bait.
Oh man.
That brings us to rule number 2.
He is on top of everything.
Which says,
What's his
once
play?
the trap has been sprung, you don't need the bait anymore.
Man, Michael's a dick. Fuck.
Well, did it help? And you didn't tell them who you were, did you?
Of course not.
After Dean
No,
is...
Dean doesn't matter.
Oh.
You're also focused on trying to save Dean. And I get it, I understand, but if he can't be saved, if stopping that from happening here means that Dean has to die, then... Do you think he'd want it any other way?
It's extreme, but he's not wrong. Look at the other world. And there's fuck all angels here as well. Although, it is Dean.
Best thing I can hope for is that I catch the monster who did it.
Well, sure, Nick. We all want that.
It's hardly him, is it?
No,
We're just scared.
Oh.
I just remembered wrong. That's all there is to it.
My family deserves justice. Do you understand me? I deserve justice. I'm gonna get justice. Do you understand me, Artie?
I don't know anything.
Oh, I think you do, Artie. I think you do.
Oh man, poor Artie.
Not sure she would.
It's a trap. What does he want with him though? He's hardly gonna kill him.
He's lying about the slaughter happening here.
Oh, werewolves? I said that really weird. Oh. Lucifer's after upgrading him. Or Michael's after upgrading him. He's testing his new fucking upgraded monsters. That works. Need to behead him. Man, Bobby's getting fucking the shit kicked out of him since he got over to this earth. Oh.
No.
I'm okay. Your upgraded werewolves failed. You miserable fuck.
What the hell?
Someone gonna walk through that door? He's gonna pretend to be Dean. Right?
Siri. It's me.
I'm not falling for this shit. Don't fall for it, Sammy.
What? He just left.
That's some bullshit.
I don't know.
I would be slapping some angel cuffs on him. Oh my god. Nick, what have you done? Oh. He fucking bashed him. Oh, what? Oh, fuck off. Oh man, I thought we had a bit left. Alright. So, I didn't expect it to end like that. So, I don't believe that Michael is gone. Honestly, even a little bit, I don't believe he is gone. He has to be buried inside Dean, right? Because he's been saying that he's not going to... You see, he's been saying that he's not going to leave the vessel. He's been saying that he has a plan, that he was laying a trap for them. I feel like this is part of the trap, but I'm a bit worried that he is gone. See, if he's gone, if he leaves Dean's body, Dean has to say yes for him to possess him again, right? So that's why I feel like he's hiding in his body. But I've been thinking about the werewolves and how he buffed up the werewolves without fucking destroying them like he did the vampires. And he wanted to meet up with the werewolf pack leader. What if he got the werewolf pack leader to say yes to Michael? Michael possessed him, and the pack leader being a vessel for Michael is what powered up the werewolves, because they're all linked to the alpha, right? Or to the pack leader. So that could be a way of doing that. But if they do that, then that means that the Dean Michael possession storyline is over. And that's 2 episodes in. That sucks. So I really hope that's not the case. He did say they had a trap. He could have just put more of his grace in there, and maybe he needed to power up again, so we went inside. Because we've seen it with Gadriel. They're able to burrow themselves deep inside. And Cass couldn't detect Gadriel when he was in Sam. And Michael is an archangel, so I'm sure he's going to be able to hide him from him. I really hope that storyline is not done. I really, really hope it's not done. But we'll have to wait and see. It'll be like... I was just excited to see Jensen Ackles playing a new character. We all were, and he's been doing a phenomenal job. If it's over in 2 episodes, it's going to suck, which I don't feel it is. But I was looking forward to having the formula switched up a bit and having the because like they obviously the typical formula is Sam and Dean together, and I was looking forward to that not being the formula for at least a few episodes. And apparently all we've gotten is 2. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but other than that, it was a good episode. I think I enjoyed it more than the premiere, honestly, because there was so many good things in it. So he's obviously I didn't know what he was doing at the start. I theorized that he was going to be experimenting on them, trying to create a new being, but it seems like he's just trying to power them up. And he's trying to create he's trying to get the monsters to wage a war against the humans, which I think is a bit silly because he could just wipe the floor with most of them, right? Like he must have a bigger plan, because what he's trying to do with the monsters, pitting them against the humans, he could just wipe them out himself, couldn't he? You know. But I like what's going on at the moment. Everything really worked this episode. Cass was great this episode as well. I loved his talk with with Jack. It was great. It was a great moment. It shows how far Cass has come in this show. And how, like, Jack was saying, like, you don't know what I'm going through. He literally does. He literally went through this and more. He went through this multiple times with getting depowered and stuff. And he's the perfect person to talk to Jack about that. I loved all the scenes with Cass this episode. Seeing Dean in the mirror with when he was talking to Michael in the meat suit, that was great. That was a cool scene. I loved seeing the two of them interact. Being played by Jensen Ackles is really, really cool. Bobby was great this episode as well. I loved his, when he was doing all the abbreviations at the start, and then he was like, I've been in an apocalypse world for ages. I can't remember any of the FBI lingo. That was really good. Just that whole scene was great. It's so good to have Bobby back. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that Bobby seems to be getting the shit kicked out of him every episode this season so far. He got the shit kicked out of him last episode. He's got the shit kicked out of him this episode before Mary intervened. I want to see Bobby kicking ass again. He needs to. They need to buff him up a bit. But it's great having him back on the show. I can't wait till we get we still have a lot of other characters gone off. We still have Rowena in play. We still have Charlie in play. We still have Ketch in play. We know what Ketch is doing. I don't think we got an update on Rowena and Charlie this episode. We got an update on them in the finale. They were off road tripping around the southeast or the south or something. So we still have all them in play. But yeah, Bobby. Jack was great this episode. I was talking about it in the premiere and in the finale last season that I was disappointed about his depowering, but having him depowered, I was saying, like, creates a lot of cool story opportunities for his character, because he has to go through all this new stuff, you know, not having the powers to rely on, and he's a new being already, like he's just a child basically. It's an interesting route for his character, and this is an episode that really showcased that, and showcased Alex's acting ability, which we've seen last season anyway. He's phenomenal. But I loved, as I said, I loved the scene with Cass and him questioning himself and everything, and needing a purpose and stuff, and going and interacting with his grandparents. That whole scene was great as well. I wasn't hoping, but I really, like, in terms of everything going on in the show, I really wanted them to find out that Jack was their grandchild, but there's no logical way of telling them and having them believe it. You know, there was no possible way in the show of that happening. So, but the whole scene was done really well, and I love that they basically they explained it in a good way in the show of why his grace is not recharging properly. I didn't really like the whole thing about the Archangel Grace. It could take 2 months, or it could take a century or something. They said that was a bit stupid. Like, the grace is always recharged fast for archangels and angels, minus our main fucking characters like Cass and that. Obviously, they have to depower them. They have to, or they're just going to be able to solve everything. But I like what they did in saying that it was Jack's human component that was kind of slowing it down as well, because that's a big unknown factor. You know, he's a Nephilim. It's basically unknown for these characters. You know, so I liked that they gave a little explanation in the show about why he's not recharging straight away. We're going to talk about Nick for a little bit. Honestly, Nick is probably my favorite thing going on in the season so far. I think all of that stuff is incredibly interesting, what they're doing with his character, linking him back to season 5 and investigating and delving into the reason why he said yes, and his family's murders and that. I have theories about his family's murder. But I love that they're going back and doing this and delving into this unknown character that has basically been in the show since season 4. Since season 5, sorry. Because it's a character that we've never known. It's Lucifer's vessel. We got a tiny bit of him before he said yes. And I love that they're going back and delving into that, because of the fact that, especially with the end of this episode, it raises a lot of questions. Now, first thing that popped into my head at the end of it was like, okay, Lucifer has left a mark on him. He's psychologically broken. That's what has caused this. But the scenes back in season 5 with the family and that are left really ambiguous. what if Nick killed his family, right? Now, it might not have been Nick in his own head, but it might have been, and maybe he suppressed or repressed the memories. But what if he could have been possessed by a demon? I said it in the episode. What if because Lucifer had all this shit planned. What if he had planned for a demon to do this to a character so that they could prepare a vessel until they get Sam? You know, it wouldn't be unlike Lucifer to have all this stuff planned ahead, or Lilith or whoever was fucking operating for him. What if he was possessed, killed a family, and what if the neighbor saw that, and that's why he was so afraid of Nick when he was interrogating him, right? Because he seemed I thought he was like, fuck, what if he did do it? What if it was him, the neighbor? But it didn't really pan out. And then especially with the ending scene, what if he was just terrified because he saw Nick, and maybe he saw a demon Nick, or maybe it was Nick and maybe he got threatened or whatever, and Nick repressed it. And I don't know. I feel like there's more to it. It could have, it might not be, but I feel like it could be a demon. It could have been a plan to prepare a vessel, a temporary vessel for Lucifer. And if it is, it's really cool. If it's not, it's still really cool. I love that they're delving into this, and it gives Nick a lot more layers, and I love that they're going this route with him. It sucks that he is this person now. It sucks that he's a murderer, but because I kind of wanted a good little happy ending for his character, but obviously that's not going to happen. But I think this way is a lot more interesting, and it's going to keep him in the show for a bit longer. And as I said, I love Mark Pellegrino, so having this new thing to do is really cool. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else. Great episode. I'm enjoying it more than the premiere. I'm going to be sad if Michael Dean possession storyline is gone. I don't think it will be. It's probably going to be shelved for a little bit if he is residing in him, but I feel like they could do a thing where he possessed the pack leader of the werewolves, and that's what gave the werewolves strength. Or he could have maybe he did perfect whatever experimentation thing he was doing, mixing blood with his grace. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. So thank you very much for watching. We will be back next week with another reaction to Supernatural. We'll also have reactions to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on the channel during the week as well. You can check them out. You can like, comment and subscribe if you liked the video. Let us know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. We have some social media links and a website address down below in the description. You can check them out as well. And we will see you next time. Later.
So I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.